You will not always be the first, like it or not. See, this is not a matter of, oh, God forbid, there is that religious part of us that wants to be like, oh, I will be the first in Jesus' name. I will be the first. I reject it in Jesus' name. What's this young boy on this internet saying that I'm not going to be the first? Calm down and follow me, right? There are places, there are industries, there are organizations, there are sectors that God is going to put you, that He is not putting you there to be the first, but He's putting you there to be the best. Follow me carefully. I will repeat myself. There are places, there are organizations, there are structures, there are sectors, there are systems that God will put you, that He is not necessarily putting you there to be the first, but to be the best. What exactly do I mean? And I'm going to give you illustrations from even the scriptures. Right? Take the case of Joseph, for example. Joseph was introduced to the king to be able to interpret a certain dream, right? Follow me carefully. To be able to interpret a certain dream, and he interpreted a dream, everything went well, and the king placed onto him, the honor of being a prime minister, being able to control the affairs of things. But Joseph was not the first. The first in that system was the king, or is the king, right? But it would have been a misappropriation of responsibility, or sense of identity, for Joseph to think that, oh, why am I a prime minister? I mean, God has made me the first. I will not be the last. I will not even be the second. I will not be after the king was Joseph, obviously. So He has made me the first. So I will see to do everything I can do to be the king. And that would have been a misidentification of who he is, or who he has been designed to be, right? I need you to understand. For example, a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, he is not the first. As long as that system is concerned, he is the first in that system is the general overseer, and then followed by the other. There is a ranking system that comes with it. But you can be the best in that place that you have been put in that sector that you have been put in. And I'm going to refer to this as regarding to many Gen Zs out there. My generation, we don't want anybody to be our boss. We don't want to be under anybody, in quotes. We want to be independent, right? So we want to always be the first at everything. But the truth is that you cannot go far that way. There are some of you that God has designed you to be under somebody, right? And you have to come to that realization that as far as this sector is concerned, I will not always be, I might never even be the first in that system, right? But I can be the best as far as that system is concerned. I mean, did you see what the king said to Daniel, right? And to the people in the palace? He said, is there anyone in this whole nation, in this whole system, that has in him the spirit of the gods as Daniel does? Even the king is trying to say, even myself, I don't have it, right? So that Daniel is that special, that in him he has the spirit of the gods to be able to discern this kind of thing. I need you to understand this. Not everybody will be number one as far as that organization or that system or that structure that God is pleasing you, right? But you can be the best at it, right? So I'm going to share certain things. If you are designed, if you have been, designed to be that kind of person who is going to be the best, but not necessarily the first. There are certain things that those kind of people, the Josephs, the Daniels, right, who are going to work in systems, right, where they will not necessarily be the king, but they will be given certain roles that is very pivotal to the success of that system, right? So there are certain things that you need to pay attention to if you're going to be a Joseph, you're going to be a Daniel. right? And number one is that never give your leader any reason to feel insecure around you. Hmm. You see, when the king said, "Is there anyone in this nation who has of him the spirit of the gods as Daniel does?" Right? I mean, he could have been having shoulder pads that, oh my God, I'm the best. Even the king does not even have that level of wisdom and excellence as I do. He could have been feeling himself, and at some point, just like the devil, uh Lucifer now, he says, I'm going to exalt myself above the stars. And then, he's suddenly feeling like I'm not, where I am is not enough. I'm supposed to be number one. I'm supposed to be like God, and all those kind of things, right? Many times, based on the fact that many people in that shoe, right, can be very gifted. The Josephs, the Daniels, they can be very, very gifted, right? But they must also understand the place of leadership. You must be very, very careful not to give your leader any reason to feel insecure around you. It is wisdom 101, right? Never give your leader any reason to feel insecure around you. I said it. Many of them are usually very skilled. Many of them are usually very talented, right? Many of them are usually very good. Even like when it comes to hands-on, when it comes to brain work, when it comes to talent, even more than their leader, they are much more skilled, right? But it doesn't make you the leader. You must know where your place starts and where your place ends. Never, ever, ever give your leader any reason to feel insecure around you. Many times, because of your giftings and your skills and your talent, people will want to flock around you. Oh, Saul kill 1,000, David kill 10,000, right? And people want to flock around you, and suddenly that resentment begins to grow in the heart of your leader. But when you always constantly show that, oh, I am under submission, I am under submission, you give that leader no reason. We are humans. Trust me, like it or not. We are humans. There is every tendency that at some point in time, the tendency for your leader to look at you and feel insecure, right? Oh, you can say, oh, that kind of leader is an insecure leader, blah, 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 blah. You are the one that know. The truth is very simple. Many times we do things that give other people reasons to feel insecure around you. So, number one, ensure that you never give your leader any reason to feel insecure around you. Number two is that you should build, number two reason, right? If you find yourself in a position where you are not necessarily the first, but the best, right? You are amongst the clan of the Josephs, the Daniels, is the fact that you must always build valuable relationships. See, when Daniel got into the position, he made it clear that, oh, I need some of my guys to be around me. The Shadrach, the Meshach, the Abednego. It is a system that you have to understand, because many times when you begin to have that kind of thing, when you are placed in positions like that, where maybe in your place of work, right, you are suddenly that boss favorite, right, because you are good, you are skilled, you have direct contact to the boss and everything. Hmm. You want to ensure you have people on your side. Yes, you want to ensure you have loyalists on your side, people that that these ones, they love me, right, and I love them also. Because people in that kind of positions, it is easy for you to be targeted, right, by haters. It is easy, very easy for you to be targeted. So whenever you are being placed in a position whereby there is going to be a form of target to you, right, you want to ensure that you have people around you who can stand in for you, who can vouch for you, people who can stand for you. It is very important. If you are an island, oh my God, you will eventually realize that skills alone is not it. Talent alone is not enough. One thing that is very, very key is relationships. You must have people around you that can be able to stand in for you. Very, very important. Be truly invested in the lives of people. Especially when the spotlight is on you. Be truly invested in the lives of people. Be invested in the lives of people. It is commonly said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, right? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. People really want to know that you love them, especially when you're on that high table, that spotlight, right? They want to be able to see that, oh, this guy really cares for me. And it shows in your actions, it shows in your reactions, it shows in the things you do, right? In your place of work, be intentional about other people, right? You can get them gifts, wish them happy birthday, if they are doing a program, go there, stand in for them. If you're not able to stand in for them, support their programs. If they are running maybe a course, or they have this training, should repost their flyers, let them know that, oh, this guy is really invested in something that I'm doing, right? It's not about the big thing that you do. Even that little act of love goes a long way in the hearts of people. I'm telling you. Sometimes you might not even know you have done something big deal. You might just think, oh, I just reposted a flyer. I told people to join our coaching. I told people to come for his event. I asked how is he doing. I showed up for his child's birthday party. I gave him a gift when he was organizing a conference. All those little things. You never know how much it goes in the lives of people. So you have to be truly invested in the lives of people. And lastly, this is very, very important. Be humble, but also be visible. Hmm. If you are somebody who has been placed in a position where you are not necessarily the number one, but you are the best in that space, or you are one of the best in that space. You are a Joseph, you're a Daniel, you're not necessarily the king, but you're a prime minister, or you're a governor. Be humble, but be visible, right? You don't want, like I said in the first part, number one, you don't want your leader to feel insecure around you. So that's why you have to be humble. But you must also ensure that you are, some of us, we can claim too humble, right? I don't want them to see what I'm doing. Huh? Sometimes your leader wants to be kept abreast on what you are doing, right? So that they will know that, okay, he's not necessarily doing nothing, but he's also doing something, right? So as little as sending reports, updates reports of, okay, this is what we are doing, sir. This is what we are doing. You see, the people of people, they call them uh, these people who eye service, right? People who they do things from their mouths, right, but not from their hearts, right? They'll praise you. They'll flatter you, right? Oh, you are looking too good today, sir. Oh my God, where did you get this clothes, sir? Sir, you are the best boss I've ever. And the boss is there, swelling up, right? They are not necessarily invested in whatever the boss is doing, but they know how to flatter him. They know how to show up. They know how to be there. They know how to be seen, right? And then you wonder why many times they are much more, favored than even the person that is doing well but is not being visible. You want to show that you are doing something. You want to show that you are invested in the life, or in that thing that that person, that number one person, is committed in, right? And the person will not know. Nobody is reading your heart. The person will not know until you show workings, until you show certain things that, okay, I love you, sir, right? And I love what you represent. I love what you're doing. I love this place, right? And you will show it by, you show your KPIs, you show your metrics, you show the things you are doing. This is what I've been doing, and this is what I'm thinking of doing. I think we can do this, I think we can do that, but also be humble, right? You don't want to be seen as too forward, right? There is a balance to it, right? So, like I said, Sometimes God will place you in a place where you are not necessarily going to be the first, but you are going to be the best. Embrace it, own it, do it wholeheartedly. And I tell you, it's just a matter of time. You will see how far God is going to take you, right? Keep growing, keep building, keep gaining mastery. I love you all.